Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have a never ending supply of motivation? What if I told you that there's a secret engine powering their drive, and today you're going to learn how to start yours? Did you know that motivation isn't just a feeling, but a skill that you can develop and refine over time? It's true. And today I'm going to show you how to do that. This episode is for you if you've been feeling stuck, if you're tired of starting projects and never finishing them, or if you're struggling to find the drive to pursue your personal and professional goals. By the end of this episode, you'll have discovered practical strategies to ignite your motivation engine. You'll learn how to harness clarity to see your goals more vividly. You'll know how to take action with purpose and determination and cultivate growth that keeps you moving forward. Thomas Edison once said, "Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to just try one more time." Let's explore what this means for us. It's about persistence and finding that inner spark to keep pushing, even when the going gets tough. That's the essence of motivation. Reflecting on Edison's wisdom, it's clear that the path to success is a continuous journey of trying, learning, and persevering. This mindset is essential not just in overcoming failures, but in fueling our daily efforts with purpose and passion. With that in mind, let's dive into the core strategies that will empower you to keep trying, keep moving, and ultimately keep succeeding. Here's how we can apply this enduring spirit to kickstart your motivation engine today. Let's start with point number one, understanding your why. Let's talk about your why, and I mean really talk about it. Imagine you're sitting down with a good friend at your favorite coffee shop. You're there with a warm drink in hand, relaxed, and the conversation turns to what you're passionate about, the real stuff that gets you out of bed in the morning. Maybe it's providing for your family in a way that you never had, or maybe it's about proving to yourself that despite the odds, you can achieve great things. Or it could be something as straightforward as wanting to feel healthier so that you can enjoy life more with the ones that you love. This why is your core driver. It's not about grandiose statements or impressing anyone. It's deeply personal and probably connected to your values and the essence of who you are. Understanding this why turns abstract goals into concrete reasons to act. Every step you take becomes a step not just towards a target, but towards a version of life you're aiming to build. So as you think about this, write it down. Make it clear and tangible. This isn't just an exercise, it's about anchoring your daily actions to what truly matters to you. And remember, this isn't set in stone. As we grow, our why can evolve too, and that's perfectly okay. So here's some actionable steps that you can take to understanding your why. Number one is reflect and record. Take a moment to reflect deeply on what drives you. Grab a notebook or a digital notepad and write down your personal motivations behind each of your current goals. Be as specific as possible. Then two, set visual reminders. Create a visual representation of your why. This could be a small vision board, a digital wallpaper, or a simple post-it on your mirror. Anything that keeps your core reasons visible and top of mind daily. Three is share and affirm. Sometimes sharing your why with a trusted friend or family member can make it more real and powerful. Talk about it and ask them to check in with you about it periodically. Now, here's some coaching questions for you to consider as you're going through this point of understanding your why. Number one, what emotions do you feel when you think about your why? Reflect on whether these feelings inspire action or need some reframing to boost motivation. Number two, how does your daily routine support your why? Look at your everyday actions and assess whether they align with your core reasons. If not, what small adjustments can you make? And then third question is, what obstacles might distract you from your why? Identifying these early can help you plan around them and prepare to face them without losing sight of your goals. By taking these steps and considering these questions, you'll ensure that your why is not just understood, but also actively influences your daily actions and decisions. Now that we've identified and rooted into your why, understanding the deeper reasons behind your goal, it's time to translate that into tangible progress. Knowing why we want something gives us the motivation, but how do we maintain that drive day to day, especially when the goal seems so far off? This is where the beauty of micro goals comes into play. Let's shift our focus from the broad strokes of our aspirations to the fine lines of daily action. Think of it as creating a step-by-step blueprint that guides you from where you are now to where you want to be. So point 2 is setting micro goals. So let's break down this idea of setting micro goals. Think of it like planning a road trip. You don't just decide that you're going from New York to Los Angeles and leave it at that. You plan your stops along the way. Maybe you hit Philadelphia, or maybe you spend the night in Chicago. Each of these stops makes the long journey more manageable and honestly, a lot more interesting. In the same way, micro goals are these short, achievable milestones that pave your path to larger ambitions. It's about turning a seemingly overwhelming task into smaller, bite-sized pieces. Say you want to save for a down payment on a house. It sounds daunting when you look at the total sum, but breaking it down into monthly, even weekly savings goals makes it much more manageable and less intimidating. This method isn't just about making things easier, it's about creating a series of successful outcomes that boost your morale and keep your motivation engine running. So here are some actionable steps that you can take. Well, one step is that you can list your major goal. Start with one major goal that you have, write it at the top of a page. Then 2, break it down. Beneath it, start breaking it down into smaller goals. If your goal is annual, what do you need to do each month? If it's monthly, what are your weekly targets? Then 3 is schedule it. Take these micro goals and actually put them into your calendar. Treat them like important appointments, because they are. So, I have some coaching questions for you to consider. One coaching question is, what is the smallest step that you can take today that helps you feel progress towards your goal? Identifying this can help maintain momentum, no matter how small the step might be. Then 2, how will you celebrate reaching these micro goals? Setting up small rewards can significantly enhance your motivation to push through to the next step. Then 3, who can help you hold you accountable to these micro goals? Sometimes having someone to share your progress with can make all the difference in keeping on track. By implementing these steps and reflecting on these questions, you transform your journey towards any goal from daunting trek into a series of enjoyable and achievable excursions. Each small victory builds your confidence and propels you further along the road to success. All right, so great. We've set up our micro goals, those achievable milestones that map the way to your big dreams. But how do you ensure you stay on track day after day? This brings us to our next critical strategy, creating a motivation-rich environment. Just as a gardener creates the best conditions for their plants to thrive, we need to cultivate our surroundings to support our growth and keep our motivation flourishing. So let's explore how you can tailor your environment to continually fuel your drive towards success. Which brings us to point number 3, creating a motivation-rich environment. Think about when you're most productive or inspired. What does that space look like? Maybe it's a tidy desk with just your laptop and a cup of coffee. That's what works for my wife. Or perhaps it's a busy coffee shop where the energy of the place feeds your creativity. Creating a motivation-rich environment means crafting these spaces intentionally to support your work and goals. It's like setting the stage for a play. Every prop, every light is placed with purpose to tell the story. For us, each item in our workspace, the sounds we hear, even the people we interact with, can either propel us or hold us back. It's about minimizing distractions and maximizing inspiration, whether that's through calming colors, motivational quotes on the wall, or just having a plant for some greenery. So here's some actionable steps that you can take to help you create a motivation-rich environment. Number 1 is audit your space. Walk through your regular spaces where you work, relax, and exercise. Note down what elements make you feel energized and what drains your energy. Then number 2 is enhance and eliminate. Start by removing or altering any distractions or stressors from your workspace. Then bring in elements that boost your mood and motivation. This could be anything from better lighting to inspirational artwork. And then three, create rituals. Develop small rituals that signal the start of productive time, like a specific playlist that you play only when it's time to focus, or a 5-minute meditation before you start your day. So here's some coaching questions to consider. What changes can you make to your environment that might make even a small but noticeable difference in your daily motivation? The next question is, how does your physical environment affect your mental state and your ability to pursue your micro goals? Then number three is, who in your environment supports your growth and how can you engage with them more effectively? By taking these steps and pondering these questions, you'll be actively crafting an environment that not only supports but enhances your motivation and productivity. This isn't just about aesthetics, it's about constructing a space that consistently inspires and propels you towards your goals. So today we've uncovered how to understand your why, the importance of setting micro goals, and how to cultivate a motivation-rich environment. Implementing these strategies will help you keep your motivation engine running smoothly. If you're ready to drive deeper and really turbocharge your life and career, click the link in the description to coach with me. And don't forget to join the Unstoppable email community for more insights and inspiration. Together, we can make your goals a reality. Until next time, keep finding your path.